Ready?
Sure.
Okay, I'm Sandra Yates. So I call myself the matriarch of the family now. We never thought that I would be called the matriarch of the family. But this Melvin is my older son. His father and my husband died in 2006. And I have one other son who is Milton. He's the younger one of the two.
It's Father's Day weekend, and I wanted to bring my kids down, with Mom to learn about their histories. And Mom is the historian of the family. She knows a lot about both sides, my dad's side and obviously her family and their descendants from Wilmington, here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And so I want to make sure that it's a priority for my children that they learn their history, so that they can teach it to their children and their great-grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. So that's why I'm trying to put this
Sounds
on.
funny, doesn't it?
Melvin?
Grandchildren.
Yeah.
My name is Melvin S. Yates III. I am the first child. These are all my sisters. The first grandchild of the Yates family. And I guess a goal in mind that I have here is to also learn about my history. It's been at least 10, 12 years since I've, I think, been to North Carolina. I would like to catch up on my history.
I'm Madison Antoinette Yates. I'm the first granddaughter of the family. And I'm excited to meet all of my cousins. I know we have a lot of cousins, and I'm very excited to meet them and get a look at Grandma's younger life.
My name is Mackenzie Yates, and I'm 11 years old. My birthday was June 1st, and today we're here in North Carolina to go learn more about our history of our grandma. I am the second granddaughter, and I am proud to be the second granddaughter. I'm proud to be here, and I'm excited.
Hi, my name is Michaela Yates. I'm 8 years old.
You'll be 9.
Right,
my
in a couple of days.
My birthday is in 6 days. And I'm happy to be here because Grandma can tell me more about history and I can see my cousins.
Very old. I had that radio in college, man.
Melvin, tell them to look at this.
It was very, very old. Yeah, man, I played that reel-to-reel tape recorder to death. It's about 40 years old. I wore it out.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now check out some of the antiques.
Yeah, see, that's my wife. See that record player up there? That was hers when she was a teenager. To play 45.
Look at the record player.
Yeah.
The one at the top. Isn't that his wife's record player when she was a teenager?
Oh, the one in the left corner?
Yeah.
Wow.
See, we have to treasure stuff, but we don't.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
When's that camera from?
Oh, man.
That was that's an old camera. My father-in-law's father had it. So he's probably 100 years old.
And that's Aunt Lottie right there on the picture. That's my mother's sister.
Right.
Oh.
That was the baby sister, I think.
Yeah.
How many sisters did your mother?
There were 4 girls and 4 boys.
Mm-hmm.
And only one.
Yeah.
One is still living.
Yeah, you used to stick the radios in your pocket, man. You didn't have a transistor, you weren't hitting on nothing. But that's, I've been retired 27 years, so it's a long time.
So they would call you old.
Yeah. I got started, I was 20 years old when I started. I was 50 when I left.
Oh, wow.
Wow, 30
Yeah,
years.
I've been retired since I was 50.
And tell them what you do for a living now.
The thing I intended to do a little something. Yeah, the Cape Fear River flows from Southport, which is 30 miles southeast of Wilmington, up to Wilmington. In fact, that's how Wilmington wasn't developed around 1730, 29 something in that time period. Because people went to Brunswick County or Brunswick Town first, and then they migrated across the river to the east side of the Cape Fear of Wilmington.
So that's what historians do. They know all of this. That's why
I know you've done some reading about 1898 I know you,
Oh, and
you
the-
had
the-
right
the-
about
we were
the
talking
massacre
about
of
that. The
1898.
massacre, yeah.
Well, see, prior to that, Wilmington was the most populated black city in the state. You know, we're talking prior 1898.
Yeah, prominent blacks.
See,
and
that's
money
right.
flowing.
Oh, that was the
That's-
video
that was
you
the
showed
video
me.
I
That's
showed.
right. And
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
So where's
So a
the
lot
piece
of black
land?
wealth. No, just the black businesses.
Right,
Business
right.
movement, elected black
Right.
officials in the late 1800s.
No, but I'm saying, remember how they burned it down?
Oh, it's
Where's
still,
that piece of land?
Oh, it's still.
well,
in Wilmington?
the city is there, the land that blacks fled from, that's still in discussion about trying to repair those people who lost land. That was the last time in history that blacks were very populated here. Sadly, we are now at only 12 or 13% because of the in-migration of whites, economic factors. There are a whole lot of mitigating factors that contribute to it, but that's where we are now. We only probably 12 to 13% of the total population. But if we went back to the early 1900s, there were many more. And of course, 1930, the Great Migration, blacks left the South, as you know, to go north looking for that opportunity, looking for jobs. That happened Mississippi, North Carolina, everywhere. I mean, like my sister-in-law is from Alabama. People from Pritchard, Alabama went to California. And she stayed there for 40 years. She's back in Alabama now, but she stayed there her whole life, you know. And my brother went out in '64 and stayed there.
Mississippi too.
Yeah.
That's how I think Fred's
Yeah.
family's from.
Right.
Right.
From Mississippi. I didn't even know.
I'm sorry, the passing of the 13th Amendment.
Okay.
That's the official end of it. And then we switch over to from that period. Believe it or not, y'all have heard about this number 3. The document is called the third announcement. And anyway, they said that these slaves were supposed to, you were free, but you were to obey your former master, be quiet,
Right.
etc. So you know what evolved out of that? Sharecropping and all other kinds
Jim
of means
Crow
of oppressing us. And then Jim Crow. No, that's right.
Okay, so they got all roads lead
Yeah.
through Emerson Drive.
Yeah, that's right. See, the owners, the developers of this property, some shippers out of New York. I haven't met them. My brother met them. 2 young, relatively young guys. They're lawyers, attorneys, and shippers, and they come down and check on it. But you see how fast they got it, and you saw all the signs under sold. For us, it is really
Yeah.
really moving now. Their goal is 730 houses. That travels through there, right on back to where we came out from River Bluff. And so this cemetery drops off back there. We had the hurricane knocked over a lot of tombstones. From this way. Man, that's where your maternal grandparents are, right there. Your great-grandparents, right there. Yeah, that's Sandra's mother's parents. You know, and it got subdivided into smaller plots.
But they sold it themselves because they didn't want them to have it in the main road.
That's right. You know, now right over there, the George, there's some black people that attend the St. James Church live back there. They're still there. Their descendants are still there. There are probably about 3 or 4.
What happens is we don't keep track of our heritage.
No.
We just know that we had some relatives who lived in this area.
That's right.
And once the people leave, then that's it.
My age. That's crazy.
My sister.
Dennis that we met yesterday.
Is this
They had
the
the gray
Grady
hair.
only?
This is his. This is.
Mima, is
Wait.
this the Grady only?
Mostly all.
Is this the Grady only?
You don't see Katie.
Grady.
I don't see
John Grady.
I
John
haven't
Grady.
been here in a minute.
Luke Grady.
Grady, 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 Grady.
Vernell Grady.
How many Luke Grady's were there?
A lot of them.
What did it all?
Okay, so these are your great grandparents, right here.
Katie Tate Grady. She was born September 8th, 1910. And she died February 28th, 2006. And my
February
daddy-
28th.
Yeah,
Wow.
right.
The day before, right?
And Daddy died.
September 20th.
Your
September-
dad?
Yeah, my dad died February. It was in February too. Did they have it?
28th, you said
Yeah.
the day before your birthday?
And he was a reverend.
Right. Yeah.
So they both died the day before.
Right. And one was it was a leap year.
Yeah,
When he died.
Yeah, he died
Real
right
birth-
before your birthday.
Right.
Your
Real
actual
birthday, yeah.
How are you born on
How did they
leap year if
pass?
That's not
How
a
did
day.
they pass?
Well, it comes every 4 years. And so it just so happened that I was born when
It was the 4th year.
It was the 29th.
last year, the 20th of 2020, I had a birthday. Because there was.
Right, that was leap year.
Fly on your side.
I see stuck.
He's stuck, Grandma. The other.
He died and then she lived for 46 more years. Almost
And
the
then
whole,
Lois,
my whole
sister,
life.
just died several years ago. But most of these not.
So you
Cracker
weren't
Jack, I
born
don't know who that is.
I
You said
I
Cracker
don't
Jack?
remember, but I remember Grandma Katie.
He was born in 1970.
Who's the lead?
Son of Jonathan.
Who's the lead, Grady?
People just name their children after their ancestors.
Boom, boom. Yeah.
They have to be Melvins.
True, but they weren't like Luke Grady the first, Luke Grady the second. Question. So you know how her dad, like, you know how your name Melvin,
Third.
Melvin Yates III. If you had another son, would you name him Melvin Yates IV?
It would be
No.
up
Or it doesn't
No,
work
it has
like
to be
it's
a
only
different
one.
name.
It's
Unless
only
you're George Foreman.
It's only
Yeah,
until.
George Foreman named all his
All those kids.
butterfly.
I'm not sure. Maybe they're under there.
Get off her aunt.
Harry Whitted's daughter.
Oh my God. I knew the Whitteds.
I am Ruby Whitted's granddaughter. Her mom and my grandmother are sisters. Her mom and my grandmother are sisters. So, hey, Cousin Marvin. I call him Uncle because he's older than me. So his mom is Lottie Mae, and she lived here. So 2 sisters married 2 brothers. That makes us double cousins. Lois. No. Who married the other brother? Oh, my mom, my grandmother, and her sister married 2 brothers.
Right.
That makes Dion my double cousin. You are not a great one. You're a great one.
Yay.
Yay. So you married.
That's one of my sons, Melvin.
Okay.
Melvin is Milton. Those are Melvin's
Gotcha.
4 kids.
4 kids. All right. So that means that you are my second cousin. He's my first.
What are you to grandma?
She's my great
Great aunt.
cousin. No, she's a cousin because her. Is that right?
My aunt was her grandmother.
Right. Right. It's difficult. You have to see it in writing.
Your grandmother.
So that would make them second cousins, right? And so then
And so third cousins, fourth cousins.
Correct.
Okay.
And we know each other. Like, we know each other's kids. You just are from Maryland, are you not? Right. I grew up in California, Maryland for a little while. And prior, my first California, Maryland is
North Beach,
North,
right?
exactly.
North Beach, Route 4, down that way.
I went to Greenville Knolls Elementary School, my sister and I. Prior to that, we were in Cuba and Puerto Rico and San Juan and the like.
We were in San Juan 3 weeks ago.
Correct. Oh, well, welcome back.
When I was first born, there was a house right in that area over there. And my sister built a house on part of that property. And that's where she lived until she passed several years ago. But 2538 used to have another number. They changed the numbers on these properties quite often. And my mother and father owned all of this land around here.
All the way, both sides, all the way to the
all
church.
the way to the
church.
And,
So then y'all would be second cousins.
Second
Right.
cousin.
So then we would be third cousin. Right. Your fourth cousin.
and we don't
That's your son? Yeah.
So now his brother lives in Reggie.
Oh, okay. So he's Reggie. Okay, so so we talked to Reggie.
And that cemetery back behind the center, maybe next week or two, I'm gonna take train around there and push off.
Yeah, we went there yesterday.
Yeah, how is it around there?
It looks good. Somebody dumped it. Maybe a pickup.
What, in the driveway?
Yeah, we could have.
But somebody dumped some stuff in there?
Maybe about maybe 100 feet in.
So I'll take the tractor when I go back there and I'll just take it and push it to the side. I mean, that's what I do.
Leslie's brother is the father of Renee and her sister Harriet. And they, one lives in Florida. Where does the other one live?
Renee, the one used to live in Florida. Both of them live in Charlotte now.
I thought she said she still lives in Florida.
She still lives
Yeah.
in Florida. You behind time, so
Look here, she's been out here. I don't know how long. I saw her one time.
Who did she stay with?
Dion.
Oh.
I asked her if she was staying, and she said no.
Y'all can have a seat.
Oh.
And that happens in a lot of families.
But you notice when somebody dies, that's when families start breaking up. And ours was different.
Yeah.
We got closer. Uh-huh. And I always say something was wrong with us anyway, because we didn't, we act different from other people. We didn't argue over if something said be done, it was done without a lot of arguments and stuff, so.
You think they had to do with having preachers and daddies or something?
You know, you had something to do with your mother telling you what to do. And it still was in your mind that she said do so and so, and you did it.
Yeah.
Well, see, Audrey and them always had trouble with their children making trouble between other children.
Yes.
So, but you know, Bunky and Rodney didn't talk for years.
I know.
So.
Who's Bunky?
Bunky was Rodney's father.
Was Rodney.
He called him Bunky. His son, there you go. Oh my goodness, we decided to come and get something to eat. We've been out all day. And this is a good opportunity to eat some good barbecue food.
Okay.
Beautiful place.
No, I think we're gonna get some dinner and take them for the night. The girls might want to do a bike ride tonight.
Yes, I
We
want
might
to.
do that.
Want to do what?
Ride rides.
Real soft. There you go.
All right.
All right. Peace out on that.
All right, good job. Hold on. Let me get on first.
Okay. Are you tired? She's tired. That's what her eyes. She
I know, we're about to go back.
Don't race.
No, we're just gonna get Maddie pizza. Is this the spot on the left? Slice of life? I think this is the spot. Okay.
My son.
Yeah, I remember you.
That's his son.
Okay,
His
guy.
daughter.
How's it going?
All right, then, good. Okay.
Hello,
Hello, how you
I'm
doing?
his first daughter.
Oh,
Nice to
okay.
meet you.
Oh, well, good. So that's first, second, third cousin?
Introducing them to where I grew up.
Okay.
They don't know anything about.
I hear that. I know. What we did, I did vacation Bible school for the adults Monday and Tuesday, and quarterly conference Wednesday, Thursday, Friday with the kids.
Who was a former slave and ultimately became an AME pastor. And he served in a lot of churches in North Carolina. He died in 1932. And what's significant is that from being a slave, finally educated in the public schools, and his mother taught him how to read at an early age, as that book describes. And he was elected to a term in the House of Representatives in 1884. At that time, you wouldn't think that a former slave, and then for us to know him, my father knew him before he passed, but he died in 1932. But it's just, this is just history, and we don't keep track of our history. And this is the only way. And I have pictures in my book with some of my other siblings. We've come out here and taken pictures before, but it's this is newsworthy. This is something. This is just part of our history.
Above the cross, that rhombus.
It's the
It's colored black, and it's white, a white rectangle in it. It says L-E, gray.
When it's a short history when you run through our grandparents, all right, then her mother and my mother and bam, us. So we're only three generations. Had we been much older, our lives would have been far, far different than what they turned out to be. And we lived during the time of Jim Crow.
Right.
So we, in that sense, I guess you could say we've come a long ways in a long time. But the rest of the story, we got a long ways to go. Our battle, for young people like you, and you've heard it, the fourth revolution is all about economics. See, it's all about paper, about money. Because this, we were the working mechanism for capitalism. Black people, we built this country. You look, we're finally getting the recognition for it. We did the labor. Labor is the thing. So what our goal is now is to try to whatever means we can to develop entrepreneurship. That's where we got to go. And it's a challenging thing. I say to young people like you, at least take a little time to learn the sequence, the chronology of the history, and also be a collective person. Collaborate with your friends, club members, and do some positive things. That's the way for us to get to the next level. And I'll be 7 or 8, August 11. Time flying, boy. So I'm telling you.
What are you gonna do for your birthday?
Huh?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. You know what? I don't worry about that. I'm just, as the guy says on the radio, be happy if you don't have a chalk line around you. Sadly, we are, believe it or not, the oldest men in this community. Now I have, and
You didn't ever
You know, I never thought of that. My mother, you know, her aunt just passed in 016 and she was 95. But now, my brother and I, my brother's 83. I'm about to be 70. We are the oldest.
You're looking good though.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking good.
Yeah, I'm still a player. Sandra and I share the same maternal grandparents. The Jacksons, they're out of Wilmington. You know, our grandmother was a city girl.
Right.
You know.
That's what I was explaining to.
Now,
we were called country because we lived here.
We
We
right.
were the country. We had to ride the bus to school in Wilmington, but
Right.
we passed. We
See,
mentioned I
right.
passed by Wrightsboro
Right.
School, which at that time was an all-white school.
And we were 5
And
miles.
you had to go further.
Right, just to get to school.
And you know, and keep in mind when you travel around New Hanover County, this is the second smallest county land-wise in the state.
And tell me
Very small.
how many counties are in the country?
3006.
And you can get information about the story of Seabreeze. See, Seabreeze is on the Carolina Beach Road. This, you know, that's where, if you would ask me where was I going tonight as a teenager, I'd tell you I'm gonna be at the Breeze. You know, hanging around, you know, at the Breeze back. That was the late 50s and 60s. Well, it's now, you know, just a residential place. But there are a family of black people who lived there who were had a strong Native American ancestry. See, we folk out here, we in a different pedigree.
Right,
Yeah, we're a different pedigree. We come off the plantation, you know, from Charleston. You know, and the other thing, are you familiar with the diaspora? You understand the diaspora that
African diaspora.
you know that more what?
African diaspora.
Yeah, right. You know, more, we never think of it, but more black people got dropped off south of North America than North America. We got, those are our brothers, so I laugh when they talk about these people. These, the Brazilians, Argentinians, even though they don't, the Dominicans, Haitians, those people from the same family. You know, we are the same family.
All these many years later, at the end of this road, you have a development.
Yeah.
Of
$1 million.
million.
That's right.
And it wasn't there.
The water, North Carolina is a magnet for people who love the water.
Emerson is my cousin who has told me on numerous occasions that he does not have time to die. And he means that. He means that.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do.
He has a lot of work to do. And he's
Sad,
trying to accomplish, you know.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I
gotta keep going.
I have more things to do than I have time, you know, that I would like to do. You know, that's what
And
living
he's been
is all
retired
about.
how many years?
Huh?
How many years have you been retired?
Me, 27.
27 years.
27. Yeah.
And it's just, he has so much more to do.
You know, you have to provide for your family, and then you have to take time of service. We need people who are going to be leaders, who are going to do things, do initiatives. I mean, wherever you are, whatever you can do,
And there's
initiatives,
something,
you know, and all of us got a role to play.
Yeah, there's
you
something
can do
for
something.
everybody because even we have a cousin or two who take care of the cemeteries. You know, but sometimes you have to, you know, pull strings and do everything.
That's right.
Just to get them to go and mow the lawn back there where the cemeteries are.
It's difficult. It's a challenge. The peer pressure. So you got to realize that you're living as an individual, but you are also living collectively, and you have to, you know, the value system that you operate in is fed by your associates. So that's just the way it is, you know. And and one thing about myself, you know, Sandra knows I'm a very independent guy. I try to be is very independent, you know. Now my sons, my youngest son, he's more of the type, you know. He likes a lot of friends. He likes to do things with people. Where me, I'm a go-getter. I'll work around and by myself. I'm a lone ranger, you know.
Right.
That's different personalities, you know. But what has made me that way was my experiences, you know. College I went to, what was happening in 1960, the sit-in movement, I was there.
Right.
And also my experiences leaving school and what. I've been in the South, you know, all my life, you know, and I've had to maneuver to survive and deal with
certain obstacles.
I'm gonna tell you, I have to live in two cultures. I have to be a black man and deal in a white world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but thank God I've gotten to this point.
I'm Lewis. Hold on. Lewis.
Lewis.
Canoa.
What's your name?
What's your name, Cam? Say it. Cam Lewis. He said Cam Davis.
Yes, ma'am. Lewis Carter.
His name.
And my name's Brianna.
Well,
And Brianna is my niece's daughter, so she's my grandniece. Is that what you call it?
Ma'am.
Grandniece.
Brianna Herring.
Okay, you got it. Period. Boom. Everybody needs to get
Go. Let go. Camera, yeah, go.
You didn't. Watch out. Watch out.
Move. I'm trying to ladder.
Watch out.
My hand do it. He was that crazy. Ow!
Okay, hold on. Okay, I gotta try to get it. Hold on, I did it right the first time. I was close. I did it right.
You said what I was doing.
Slow. Whoa. What was that? You ready?
What was that?
That's what that was. Whoa.
I like your hair.
That's my cousin Ben. Yeah. We're trying to have a conversation.
He's a real great.
See, there's the greatest and tall as can. Yeah. Yeah.
Real great.
We couldn't even deny that y'all didn't want it. See what I'm saying?
Have we met them yet?
I don't think you met me.
Oh, okay.
Right there.
Well, with all the family you have.
Okay. And we started out doing cemeteries.
Oh, so we go to people now. Yeah, we live.
So what it is what Nikki does is she's the executive producer of Uncensored. It comes on what it comes on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I see that every time.
So when you see Nikki Biles come up, that's my oldest.
So you gotta
Yeah.
go
That's a small world.
down here.
What it is that we went to, we honored Kathy Hughes. Nikki, she was the executive producer for that. That's how we met her.
That's Nikki.
Okay, so if I can't get that,
And that's Adrian. Them the two babies.
as soon as she came out my sophomore year,
I mean, yeah. She was doing a lot.
yeah, follow her. Yes.
She quit
He's
it.
right here.
Everybody came. Kalana was here, Greg was here. It was everybody. All of us was here. It was awesome. Grandma was so happy.
She was.
Well, people don't get together as much.
Mom and all. Bert was there.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, there's a
Lois,
lot
Aunt
in
Jackie. All Aunt Jackie kids were there. Wendy and Waukesha. And it was just.
I'll tell you something that was cute. I think this was our last Christmas with grandmother, and all the Duttons that Christmas did a dish and brought it to her house. You remember?
I remember that. Yeah.
And we brought that dish to grandmother's house in the den, and she just sat there and she told every last one of us how proud she was of us. And Aunt Lottie came over again. Aunt Lottie was her baby sister, and she didn't miss a lick, yeah? She's
the one that lived across the road.
She was on every set.
Yeah, on every set.
Yeah, baby.
And grandmother enjoyed it. And after that, we took and cleaned up all our mess, all my brothers. And we told her we enjoyed it, we love her. And that was the most sentimental thing that she did. And when she said, and if I did anything wrong to you, every last one of us, grandmother, no, we deserve everything we got. You know.
I never
and that's just it.
Grandma beat me and Aunt Jeffrey behind the door. I know that with it. What a broke.
What did y'all get a beat for?
I don't know what it was. We did something.
Y'all had to do something bad for her to get you with a broom.
That's the first thing she get her hands on.
That's right, how back then they would beat you with a broom.
Did it? Yeah.
You go to jail now if you beat them with a broom.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
That's Lois. That's my mom. She died about 6 years ago. This grandmother.
Grandma.
That's Sandra's mom.
Okay.
This is me when I was a baby. You don't want that? Isn't that good? Okay, now that's grandmother again. She stated a lot of stuff at church. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, this was taken after my father died and we moved from Philadelphia. This one. And this one right here, that's Kenny's mom. So
Just a question. How were you all like growing up? Like, how was it like all y'all growing up together and stuff?
oh my God. I have 6 brothers and 1 sister. And we just had fun. Just had a lot of fun. We were disciplined by all of them around us. So it's like, you better do right.
Right.
Or one of them gonna get you.
Right.
But other than that, I say a lot about my grandmother because I moved in with my grandmother after a while. And she taught me how to sew. She taught me how to make quilts. I made a long maxi coat that I wore. I mean, it's the stuff she showed me when I said, grandmother, I want this. She said, well, if you want to, you better get to that machine. and that's what I did. And she helped me. And she told me my latter years when I got married, and you know, sometimes you feel down. My friends thought that I got married for another reason, and I didn't. And then she told me one day, years after that, when she heard that, she said, you don't worry about what other people, you know, say. When they don't know you, then just leave them alone, ignore them. They'll find out later on in their life. So grandmother was the type that if she was proud of you, she would tell you. And on her back step, she told me, she said, you know what? I am so proud of you. And I don't care who else would have said that to me. It meant
everything
to me for her to say that to me.
Wow.
It really did.
Out here in this area? Or?
We grew up, you know where the church is? St. where St. James was on Chair Road, where grandmother's house was, where Dennis, that's my oldest brother.
Okay.
That's where my mama built the house and put her 8 kids in after my daddy died. Wow. And that's where we grew up. And all of that was range for us, the fields and running around. I wasn't a tomboy. My sister was.
Right.
She can keep up with the best of them. And we just, I don't know, I always just say we're blessed because I never understood how my mother raised 6 boys and 2 girls. I'ma say by herself, but yet we had a whole field of a whole family of help.
Right.
You know, but she did. She raised all 8 of us by herself and did well by it. And you have your comings and goings, but for the most part, most all of them turned out okay. And really all of them turned out okay. But you going to church, you're going to Sunday school, okay? You are going. And there was no ifs, ands, and buts. Your shoes could be, I couldn't find one. Well, then you're going to wear one. You see what I'm saying? So it was no excuses. My brothers used to come up with some doozies.
Right.
But no, we grew up in the church, and I guess how you say, as you move along, you pull apart, but at the end, we still have God in our lives, and we know prayer answers. I mean, everything. When you're down and out, you say a prayer and move on.
Right.
Grandmother was the type of person, you say your prayers. When living with her, it's every morning we got up and we met around the furnace in the hall, and we had devotion. Said our prayers, it wasn't nothing but the Lord's Prayer. So it was real, and my mother was the same way at night. Say your prayers, and she'll holler in the rooms, and we say them, and then we stand up in a line and go to her room and kiss her goodnight. And that was something we did all the time. And when she said bed and cut TV off, you better do it.
I know that's right.
And then she always had a soft voice. That's another thing. My mother had a soft voice.
Right.
But you know when that soft voice was supposed to be the stern time. And they didn't play.
Wow.
So it was, I don't know, fun. We had fun because my mother, we did things as a group and on weekends until we got grown enough to say we going out.
Right.
You know.
Dad, who are you recording? No, because I told her we didn't bring the other bike. But I didn't think that you wanted to ride.
Electric bike?
The other bike. I didn't think you wanted to ride it, so we just brought these 2.
I wanted to ride my bike. I knew something was fishy. I didn't see the bike, and I was like, maybe it's just in the middle.
It's probably in the trunk.
Oh yeah, we did forget it.
You didn't forget it.
We'll ride it later.
Right.
No, they're gonna find it.
Oh my God.
ride it later.
Okay, then you don't have to ride it later.
I'm riding it later.
No,
you
it's
won't.
not your present.
Okay, stop sign.
So let me take that away.
This is how I want you to be raised.
No, the way it works, the elbow has to.
This is how I want you to
No, okay. Come on. You want the box? Okay. Hold on. On your mark, get set, go.
Michaela, put your...
Go. You gotta go. Go. You gotta go. Go. You gotta go. We're going.
Grandma's cheating.
Go. How is she cheating? Go.
She's cheating.
Go. Push stronger. You're going now.
She's
Go.
cheating.
Go.
Michaela, go.
Wait.
No. Her shark is her sharks. Look at that shark. The shark will eat your whale. Yeah, they eat people. And that's good. So yeah, we're about to go. We're gonna be surfing. If you go to the shark pit, you're gonna get snipped. And yeah.
Tango, pick it up.
How do you tie this?
No, you don't tie it.
You put it on your wrist.
Great, just, we're serving as lifeguards to protect the non-swimmers out there.
Like Michaela just got washed out.
I see you on the crab legs over there. They got the queen out here.
That's right.
The recording stopped. He wants to see the recording. Take the phone back. You didn't even want to record. You did. Michaela, I'm not recording.
Put it in the mic. Right in your face, baby. Remember when people have start down, folks, on the photo jam.